Now, I don't like to preface a video by saying it's going to be bad, but this episode, it's going to be pretty boring.
NYPD, do not move!
Remember I told you that I'd get things done? Well, here I am, I'm getting them done.
An NYPD cop is dead. And anytime that happens, a big machine gets turned on to try to figure out what went wrong and to punish whoever killed the cop.
Do some digging on Hector. Something doesn't track.
Mr. Ayala, yes or no? Or are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Objection, Your Honor.
These vigilantes, they are not heroes.
In the matter of the people versus Hector Ayala, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
So episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again is, well, mediocre.
There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
So yes, welcome back everyone. Before we get started, I would like to address the comment from last week's review. The comment addressed how Hector, or the White Tiger, had a similar fate in the comics. In the comic Daredevil number 40, which episode 2 and 3 is more or less based off of. However, here's my argument. Yes, just because it was from the comics doesn't mean they should have done it here. And second, in the comic, Hector's actually found guilty, and in fear of being locked up, he runs right out of the courtroom and ends up getting shot. In contrast, the show Hector is found not guilty, and it's a really good scene where Matt did all he could and it paid off. Now, if they were going to kill him, they could have done it in any other way. Anyways, that whole thing has been on my mind since I saw that comment and did my research last week. Anyways, let's get into a review of episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again. Episode 4 picks up the events of Episode 3 with Hector's death. Matt is at the morgue talking with the coroner when Hector's niece shows up wanting to see his body. Like, bro, you want to see your dead uncle's body? Like, what? Anyways, Matt calms her down and says justice will be served. Overall, it's a good scene with some good acting. Now, before we shift focus to Daniel and him dropping the ball, we finally get to see Muse 4 episodes in. I mean, we kind of saw him in episode 1, but he wasn't really in costume. Well, really, that's it. We'll pick up with Muse at the end of the episode because it takes bro 50 minutes to take a body to his lair. So, picking up with Daniel. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like his character. He's pretty funny. Well, he's hanging out with my biggest op on the show, BB. And this retard tells her Fisk planned to improve the city. So later, we'll see the consequences of his actions for being an idiot. So, we get 2 things to happen in this episode. One is Matt's new client is a dick. Sorry, Granny, for watching this. I have to say it. And second is Fisk and Vanessa. Now, it only took me 4 episodes, but this is Fisk's best episode so far. And one worthy to talk about. Now, I'll get through Matt's subplot where he's talking with some douchebag guy about how bad his life is. First, I do not like this guy. He's incredibly rude to Matt, making fun of him, and he's just not a good person. He plays some victim guy who's low on life and who stole some food, and we're supposed to feel sorry for this dude? Like, no.
You just don't get it, do you? This shit never ends. Look, I've been jerked around by the system my whole life. Last time I got 30 days, you know what happened? I missed my SSI appointment and they cut my benefits.
Who cares?
Anyways, Matt tries so hard to be kind to this dude when he just sucks. Anyway, before we get to the Kingpin stuff, which is thankfully way better, fun fact, I love social commentary movies that are supposed to be overtly racist. Like the American Association of Magical Negroes, and me and my cousin's favorite, which, Jay, if you ever see this, hit me up and let's talk about the blackening for 20 minutes. Okay, now let's get back to the Kingpin stuff. So, Wilson's idea is to clean up the docks area, make it clean, fix it up, get rid of the waste. However, Sheila says that they need certain approval things before doing such a thing like that. So, in the meantime, Fisk goes to some school and listens to the kids sing "We Built the City." A few things you can take away from the scene, besides Kingpin's hilarious face and him wanting to be over so badly. One, I think Sheila will die in this series. She just seems a little too cocky. And second, Daniel shows her what BB published, which ends up making its way to Fisk, and I was so sure Bro was done, about to get some unbridled rage from Kingpin. But somehow, Daniel got a second chance. And in his own words, he said loud and clear. So now we see Matt looking for clues to Hector's death. After looking around, he finds a bullet. I don't know how he sees or feels the logo on the bullet, but anyways, it leads him to Frank. And besides Fisk giving his warning to Daniel, I found this to be the best scene in the episode. Frank is just chilling out in this place he's got, and Matt is trying to suss out Frank. Frank tells Matt that a lot of corrupt cops are using his logo to go out and kill people. Also, I heard from some YouTuber dude who said the real villain is the corrupt cops, and Muse is just a background villain. Don't know if that's true or whatever, but anyways, Frank is just being real with Matt, getting him to tick. Matt leaves with no help from Frank, who just wants to be left alone, and the episode ends with Matt practicing, finally getting his mind set for putting on the suit, and Fisk eating dinner while having a slave captured. The slave in question is Adam, the man Vanessa had been sleeping with, and it ends just like that. Okay, maybe I overreacted when I said it was mediocre. Maybe, because there is some good stuff in this episode. I still find it way better than episode 3. But at the end of the day, episode 4 is just a filler. Nothing really happens. The only part that was good was the Fisk and Frank stuff in the episode. And I do think it's funny, because for the past 3 episodes I've been saying Kingpin has been so boring.
Okay, I just try to stay away. It's just so boring.
But in this episode, the only time I actually liked the Matt stuff was when he had his back and forth with Frank. I found it pretty cool, and it's probably the best thing in the episode. But overall, I think Fisk stole the show. I love when he's confronting Daniel, and it shows you how Fisk has changed, because if that was season 1 through 3 Fisk, Daniel would have not made it past this episode. And I know some people are a little mad that Matt has not put on the costume, which, hey, I'm right there with you. But I think what they're doing is probably waiting until episode 5 or even maybe 6, which would be wild, because it would be 3 episodes till the finale. Overall, the episode was a filler, and that one guy I just do not like. It felt very heavy-handed. And also, I'm wondering if Officer Powell is the one who killed Hector. Anyways, that seems to be all of our time for today. If you like what you saw, consider liking, and tell me what you thought of this episode. But, till next time, peace.
Just do it!